Coming in to join us. It's been a pretty busy time for the Health Minister, of course. It's also been a very busy time for our health correspondent, Mary-Louise Connolly, who's with me now. Mary-Louise, I just want to get your reaction, first of all, to what we've heard from the Minister tonight. What do you make of what he's had to say?
I think what impresses me the most is the Minister consistently arguing that he did not know what the trusts were going to do. I find that as a journalist very, very hard to believe whenever we are communicating between the Department of Health and the health trusts. When we're waiting on statements from the health trusts, we are always told, well, you know, it is coming because it has to be signed off by someone in the department. So there is a very close line of communication between the two, and it is very hard to believe that the trusts made such a significant decision and a consistent decision. They were all singing off the same hymn sheet without the Minister knowing. So
how much trouble do you think Ed Poots is in as Health Minister tonight?
Well, is he in trouble? Yes, I think he is, and he's in trouble because the health portfolio is the biggest, most significant of all the portfolios in the executive. It shares the biggest slice of the budget cake, and it's dealing with the most emotive issues that the health department or any of the departments come across, because you're dealing with life and death issues. Also, health impacts on every voter, so it's now become a political issue. We have seen that today by both the Deputy and the First Minister stepping in. So it's no longer just a health problem, it's a political problem.
So what can be learned, do you think, from the events of the past 48 hours?
Well, I think everything else that's going to come, and there is a lot more that's going to come from transforming your care. It's going to be a lot better managed, it'll be better choreographed, because this has been a PR disaster for the Department of Health and in particular for the Health Minister. I think this is going to be a big test for the executive. Let's face it, they don't like making unpopular decisions. Look what happened with water charges. So are they going to have the courage to see their convictions through, and will they follow this policy through? It's a policy that's been in the making for 3 to 5 years. Are they just going to pull the plug because of some bad publicity? I don't think so.
I suppose it's not a surprise that he didn't want to be drawn on his future as Health Minister tonight on this programme. But could this be a reason for him to be moved out of his position sooner rather than later? I mean, we know he's going to be moved anyway. We know that. But might it be next week rather than next month?
I think it could be. I think it is enough. And judging by public reaction today on the Talkback programme on Evening Extra, we have heard quite a lot of public furore saying, you know, this is not good enough. And let's face it, it's something that impacts on all of us, where we're going to spend the latter part of our lives. So it's a vote loser. Is it a vote winner? But I think the question we have to be asking tonight, Mark, can the Minister do enough to turn this situation around? And also what it highlights is the lack of opposition within Stormont, the lack of scrutiny, the lack of challenging that's been going on. It was a lot different whenever his predecessor, Michael McGimpsey, was in the seat.